Welcome to Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. Will put total weather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Drones. Buys a little extra time. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And the Hokies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Wants to throw again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The back. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
And listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Lopez to pass. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
What a great play. He gets the pick six, but that started with pressure on the quarterback. Getting in his lap, hitting him while he's throwing the football. The ball is off target. The defense makes the play and takes it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Quickly complete. He's loose. All out of space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snagged in the middle. It's gone. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Lopez wants to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield.
Going downfield for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking downfield, it's drones. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he found a space on the right. Turning on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass. It's drones. Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Unleashes one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lopez to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And the point after is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll give it to him again. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. And the Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lopez wants to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Dances away to my time. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The give from the gun. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He might want another play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to throw. It's Drones. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Now improvising. He throws into the middle of the field. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Unloads to the right. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Here's the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch right away. You're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Lopez to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Still looking on the move. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And he hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on third down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field, and get a score on the board.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Drones. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line gets set, first down. To throw, it's Drones. With the catch, it's Green. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Oh, they're after him. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
dial up on second and a long way to go. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This for the lead and very likely the win. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's in there. Two-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.